Howdy, folks. It's time for Katie the Hat Lady again. That's right, coming to you right here on the old YouTube. And we're going to get you to sing, and we're going to get you maybe to, tell your own stories after this is over, of course. But, that's why I want you to do. I want you guys to do some singing and stretching and dancing, or maybe later some storytelling too. Because, why, folks? Okay, I always have to tell you this, singing is good for you. So please, please sing along. And we're going to start out. Oh, and then while you're singing, don't forget to drink your water, okay? We're going to start out because it's very important to stretch and take a deep breath. So we're going to start out, sit up straight if you can. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Let your shoulders go down. Inhale. Let your shoulders go up. Exhale. Shoulders go down. We're going to do that 3 times. Exhale. All right. And folks, this is a story about the beautiful morning and the beautiful day, because it's beautiful out here right now, and I hope it's beautiful where you are too. So, I want you guys to sing along. And if you don't know the whole thing, the chorus is, oh, it starts, that's not the full chorus, but it starts with, oh, because it's, oh, what a beautiful morning. It starts like this. There's a bright golden haze on that meadow. There's a bright golden haze on that meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing way up to that sky. Everybody, oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. All those cattle are standing like statues. Yeah, those cattle are standing like statues. They don't even wink as they see me go by. But a little brown maverick is winking its eye. Everybody, oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. All the sounds of the earth are like music. All the sounds of the earth are like music. The breeze is so busy it don't miss a tree. And an old weeping willow is laughing at me. Ready? Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. Everything's going my way. All right. Well, you know what? That's a beautiful song. It's kind of a country song. And I'm going to do another country song. But first of all, I had to tell you folks, happy Labor Day. I don't know if it's Labor Day. Well, anyway, it's around Labor Day right now. Labor Day is coming up Monday. And of course, Labor Day is very important. It was to commemorate the working people of the United States of America. And boy, oh boy, was there back 100 years ago, and still is today, but a lot more than hard jobs. And, I'm sure a lot of you out there have had a few hard jobs, but wow, back a few years ago, it was even rougher. And this is a song that, let's see, let me change hats. I don't have a good railroad hat, but this'll work. This'll work. Okay. People don't realize, but people who worked on the railroad, probably even like 70 years ago, it was really a hard job, especially if they had to attach the cars. People lost fingers, but there was this amazing, beautiful song written about it, and it's funny too, and everybody knows it, right? And it's a great song because it keeps you moving and grooving and working. Okay, so here's, you got your hammer, and you can go like this. okay? Because we all need a little exercise, unless it hurts. Don't do it then if it hurts. But if you can, like this, or you can just easy clap like that. All right? And I'm going to clap on my tambourine, and please sing it if you know it. All right? Goes like this. I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. Hey, hey, hey. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Can't you hear the whistle blowing? Rise up so early in the morn. Can't you hear the captain shouting? Dinah, blow your horn. Dinah, won't you blow? Doop. Dinah, won't you blow? Doop. Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow? Dinah, won't you blow your horn? Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Strumming on the old banjo and singing fee, fi, fiddly-I-o, fee, fi, fiddly-I-o, oh, 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 fee, fi, fiddly-I-o. Strumming on the old banjo. Oh, yeah. That's a good one, ain't it? I love that one. Well, listen, I got a couple more about working. And, well, some of the work people did was pretty darn hard. And not even that long ago. In fact, there are still cowboys out there. And I always feel for them, you know, having to sit on those horses, because a horse almost killed me once. So I'm really respectful of anybody who has to ride a horse for work. Not as many people do now, but back in the day they did. And in fact, this song commemorates a very special time when people in Texas, cowboys in Texas, actually drove thousands of cattle for 1,000, I think it's 1,800 miles north to Kansas City and up there from southern Texas. And it was on the Chisholm Trail. And those cowboys that were working cowboys, not just the ones that, you know, fought, you know, in the OK Corral, but the actual working cowboys, those fellas were on horses for, I want to say, something like 10 days, pretty much straight. And, you know, they actually did take turns at night. Some of them sort of slept on their horses because they had to keep the cattle from like stampede, right? And so the way they did that, they kept them calm, is they had actually sing to them. So that's why you've heard about the singing cowboys and stuff. And this one is one of my favorite ones because it's about, you know, how hard it was to work on the, you know, those cattle drives. And so you guys can help me sing this one. It has a nice O. First, I have to drink some more water. I'm very thirsty today. Good stuff. Okay, sit up straight. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. All right, and we're going to sing the old Chisholm Trail. So you go like this. Oh, that's right. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Oh, come along, boys, and listen to my tale, and I'll tell you my troubles on the old Chisholm Trail. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. I headed up the trail on October 23rd. I headed up the trail with the 2 you heard. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. I woke one morning on the Chisholm Trail, a rope in the hand and a cow by the tail. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. Gonna sell my outfit just as quick as I can, and I won't punch cows for any man. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay, yippee, yay. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. Yeah. Okay. See, as you can tell from my hat, I haven't been punching cattle. It's a poodle on my hat because I would have made a lousy cowboy because I did have a hard time on a horse once, and I'm scared to death of them. Yep, I am. In fact, Buckaroos, you're lucky to have Katie the Hat Lady here right now telling you this story because I barely lived through it. So this is why I would not make a good cowboy. All right. This story takes place many, many years ago when I was young, and I really did like those horses. I thought they were awful purty. And one time, my parents got tired of listening to us complain about not being able to ride a horse, and they took us to this, one of those rent a horses things. And those poor horses there, they are so tired. They're like 1 foot to the glue factory, right? And they went really slow like this, right? And I was like, oh man, I want to be like Dale Evans, Roy Rogers, and ride off into the sunset. That looks so much fun. So sure enough, I got my chance when I was about 14 years old. I had a friend, she was a little older than me, and her family actually owned a little bit of acreage out in Green Valley, up beyond Fairfield. And they had 2 horses. And, well, she told me about it, and I was like, oh, do you think I could ride one? And she said, well, you ever been on a horse? I said, yeah, once. And she said, well, these horses are special, but they're very gentle. And, you'll have a lot of fun on one. And so I said, oh, I couldn't wait to go up there. And so sure enough, it was a beautiful day, probably like around September, because I remember, or maybe it was in spring because it was very green. It was probably in spring. And we went up there, and sure enough, my friend's name was Sherry, and Sherry showed me all these big, beautiful horses. And she had me feed them some sugar cubes or carrot and showed me how to feed them and everything. And I thought, oh, this is going to be a piece of cake. And she showed me how to hold the reins right and what do you say to them, how to move the reins if you want to go left or right. And so I thought, well, this is going to be so much fun. And sure enough, we get on the horses, and of course she's leading, and I've got my horse, and I'm doing pretty well. And I'm following her, and it's like I said, it's a beautiful day. We're out in this lovely field, and on one side of this field there were a whole line of oak trees. Okay, and we're riding along, and all of a sudden the horse is going a little faster, and then it's going a little faster, and it's going a little faster. And first I was like, oh yeah, this is a lot of fun. And all of a sudden that horse decided to go really fast and turn, and it went like this. And I was holding on for dear life like this, and I'm riding like this, and all of a sudden that darned horse made a beeline straight to those low-hanging trees. And I was like riding along, and the trees are coming up, and I think, oh my gosh, I'm going to get knocked off. And sure enough, here I am riding like this, and I just go like this, right? And I'm holding on to the horse's belly and riding like this. And sure enough, I feel these big old branches scratching my back. That horse was trying to take me out, like maybe throw me off the horse. Horse didn't like me. And I tell you folks, if I had not figured out that's what was going on, I might not be here today, because we were going real fast right into a big old branch. So anyway, and I told my friend later, because she came back to see what happened to me, and I said, I think your horse tried to take me out, take me off the horse, throw me. She said, oh, my horse would never do that. Well, after that, I didn't quite believe her, but anymore. But you know what? After that, I was kind of scared of horses for a long time, and it took me a long time to get back on one. And I'll tell you a story about that another time. But like I say, I digress as usual, and we have to keep singing for the hardworking people. Now, this is a sailing song, okay? And this is, so I got my sailing cap. So I don't know if you know, but way back, well over 100 years ago, and right here in San Francisco, if you were a young, tough young man, um, and you were in a bar in the wrong neighborhood, you could get shanghaied. And shanghaied means that they would come, that when a wooden boat or ship was coming into port, and sometimes they didn't have enough sailors, enough, hands on deck, they would go into a bar, but first they would talk to a young prostitute, hire a prostitute. The prostitute would go into a bar and sort of woo a young tough dude. He'd come out to the back alley with her, thinking he was going to get, you know, some action. And instead, oh yeah, he got action all right, but it was the wrong kind. There, the first mate and another sailor punched him down, and he fell down, and they carried him onto ship. And then the ship sailed away the next morning. And when he finally came to, he was on board ship. And boy, oh boy, he had a rough one because he was forced into labor on that ship. Yeah, and that was a common practice, not just in San Francisco, but all over the sailing, all over the world. So there's a great song about it. And I'm going to sing this one. Wait, and it goes like this. And oh, you guys all have to pretend you're on your ship. So you're kind of like this. I hope I don't get you seasick, but just sing along and you won't get seasick, okay? It goes like this. As I was a-walking down Paradise Street to me way, hey, blow the man down, a pretty young damsel I chanced for to meet. Give me some time to blow the man down. She was rounding the counter and bluffing the bow to me, hey, way, blow the man down. So I took in all sail and cried, way enough now. Give me some time to go blow the man down. She says to me, will you stand a treat? Way, hey, blow the man down. Delighted, says I, for a charmer so sweet. Give me a chance to blow the man down. So I tailed her my flipper and took her in tow, and yards way, hey, blow the man down, and yard arm to yard arm away we did go. Give me some time to blow the man down. We walked and we talked, and her name it was Gwen. Way, hey, blow the man down. I kissed her a couple and kissed her again. Give me some time to blow the man down. Along comes a sailor, they call him Half-Ton. He said, way, hey, blow the man down. He says to her mother, she murmurs, my son, give me some time to blow the man down. She says to him, son, here's your new daddy. To me, way, hey, blow the man down. But I says I'm bound for the rolling sea. Give me some time to blow the man down. All right, that's that song about the tricky kind of sailing they did back then. That was some hard work. Yep, it sure was. Well, there's another song, and this song is also, I think, originally about sailors, but it's actually a song about working and trying to get your money from your boss. All right, and it's a cool old song. In fact, it was just sung recently by a fella named Bruce Springsteen. So it goes like this. If you know it, sing. I thought I heard the captain say, pay me my money down. Tomorrow is our sailing day. Pay me our money down. Pay me pay me my money down. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my money down. Very next day we cleared the bar. Pay me my money down. He knocked me down with the end of a spar. Pay me my money down. Pay me, pay me. Pay me my money down. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my money down. I wish I was Mr. Howard's son. Pay me my money down. Sit in the house and drink good rum. Pay me my money down. Pay me, pay me. Pay me my money down. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my money down. I heard them talking in the deck below. Pay me my money down. If you don't pay me, this ship won't go. Pay me my money down. All right. That's a good one. Yeah, well, the labor movement, they're the people that gave us the weekend. Hooray! Everybody loves the weekend. So I celebrate Labor Day. I don't know what I'll do. Probably be in my garden, picking some weeds. But folks, I forgot, there's a couple other amazing businesses and jobs that people have. And people always think of show business is easy, right? But really, well, I was an actress for a little while and it was tough stuff. You have to audition and then the late nights and all this stuff, but it's a lot of fun. And in fact, there was a song that talks all about it and how you always have money, which I'm not sure is so true. It's a little bit of a joke song. All right, it goes like this. And you guys, I bet you know it. And it's about a business called show business, okay? So, and a 1 and a 2 and a 3. There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic can allow. Nowhere can you get that special feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. There's no people like show people, they don't run out of dough. Even with a turkey that you know will close, you may be stranded out in the cold. Still you wouldn't change it for a sack of gold. Let's go on with the show. All right. Yep, I think that's Ethel Merman, but I'm not sure. It's a long time ago. But my family all had a little stints in show business. My brother, for a while, was a singing telegram person, and that meant he would go to people's, someone would pay his boss to send him out, and he'd dress up in a gorilla suit and sing people birthday songs and silly things like that. And one time I accidentally ran into him, and he was outside in a phone booth, because that's when they had phone booths back there, dressed in a gorilla suit with a top hat, making a phone call with a singing monkey, a wind-up singing monkey next to him. It was perfect. And then my sister was also in show business. In fact, she sort of still is, but she had a really tough job as a singing waitress. I mean, shoot, it's hard enough to be a waitress, but then throwing a little singing on top of it. That didn't last long. So, well, now she's a farmer. Actually, she lives up in Canada and she helps farm cherry trees and nectarine trees and apple trees. And that's such good and tough work. So I always applaud her. And she also likes to sing, and she's in a band and they make a little money. So show business, it's in the family. All right, well, we have to do another one about, show business. And this is a funny little song. about a family that, well, they just like to dance, and somehow they got famous and they got on TV and, became like a business. All right. So I need this. And if you know it, clap to it. Goes like this. I know a cat named Way Out Willie. Dum, 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 dum. Got a cool little chick named Rockin' Millie. Dun, 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 dun. He can walk and talk and Susie Q. Do, 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 do that crazy hand jive too. Do, 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 hand jive. Hand jive. Hand jive, doing that crazy hand jive. Mama, mama, look at Uncle Joe. Doing that hand jive with Sister Flo. Grandma gave baby sister a dime. Do that hand jive one more time. Hand jive. Hand jive, hand jive, doing that crazy hand jive. Doctor and a lawyer and an Indian chief, dun, 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 dun. They all dig that crazy beat, dun, 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 dun. Well, Willie gave them all the creed, dun, 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 dun. When he did that hand jive with his feet. Do, 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 hand jive, hand jive, doing that crazy hand jive. Willie and Millie got married last fall, do, 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 and Willie Lee Jr. and that ain't all. Well, the kids got crazy and it's plain to see. Dun, 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 they're doing that hand jive on TV. Dun, 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 hand jive. Hand jive. Hand jive. Doing that crazy hand jive. All right. I hope you did some hand jive right there because it's a lot of fun. Okay. Well, you know what? I have to do another couple songs before we go for the kids because they're back in school, right? And, well, probably causing some trouble. Well, they can't be in school anymore. They're in, well, they're Zooming, which is the way they do school right now, through the computer. But I'm sure they'll manage to get in trouble, just like we did. And this song is all about that. And you guys can help me sing it, all right? So the way you do it is you go, everybody put your hands up like this and go, kids. That's right, kids. You'll find out. And a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Kids, tell me what's the matter with kids today. Da-da-da-da-da, kids who can understand anything they say. Kids, they're a deck, disobedient, disrespectful oafs, noisy, crazy, dirty, lazy loafers. And while we're on the subject, kids, you can talk and talk till your face turns blue. Do, kids, but they still just do what they want to do. Why can't they be like we were? Perfect in every way. What's the matter with kids today? Yeah. All right. It's true. What's the matter with kids today? It's called video games, but don't ask me. All right. One more song before I go. And this one is a beautiful one. And it's about learning. Yep. How we're always learning. I hope you're always learning. I'm trying to do the same, always learn. And this is about a fellow who meets someone who is very wise and gives him a lesson for life. Yeah. Like I said, we're always learning. And this song was done by the late Nat King Cole, one of my favorite singers. So it goes like this. There was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far, over land and sea. A little shy and sad of eye, but very wise was he. And then one day, a magic day, he passed my way. And while we spoke of many things, fools and kings, this is what he said to me. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. That's a great lesson. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much. I hope you continue dancing and singing and learning. And I will see you next week. And I'm going to pack it up just like this. Pack up all my cares and woes. Here I go, singing low. Bye, bye, blackbird. Where somebody waits for me, and sugar's sweet, so is she. Bye, bye, blackbird. No one here could love or understand me. Oh, what hard luck stories they all had me. Make my bed and light the light. I'll be home late tonight. Blackbird, bye-bye. Blackbird, bye-bye.